I guess we all believe that time is pretty constant. But around the world, attitudes to it differ greatly. While you can set your watch by Swiss trains, not all cultures break the day down into minutes and seconds. For other cultures, punctuality is a very different matter. A German sales executive trying to open doors in a number of African countries scheduled 2 meetings a day. For him, quite easy going. His first meeting didn't even take place till a day later. By the end of his trip, he was so stressed out he could hardly operate. He mistakenly thought his hosts would look at time like he did. In Africa, like in the Middle East or South America, there they work in blocks of time. Half a day maybe, certainly not in minutes. As long as they can achieve what they need in that block of time, then exactly when is less important. That's not to say that they're less efficient or effective, it's just that they work at their own pace. If you work in seconds, then you need to adapt, otherwise you're going to set yourself up for a lot of resistance from your hosts, and you're going to get constant disappointment. And then there are cultural anomalies. In French society, absolute punctuality is not the highest priority. But if you arrive late at a French restaurant, don't expect a warm welcome. The French take their food very seriously and consider lateness a sign of disrespect for their culinary efforts. You'd better pay some serious compliments to the waiters if you want to get back in their good books. The American expression, time is money, can be taken very literally in the US. A chatty bank teller whose line's moving slowly will cause customers to become impatient. And you'll also get an earful if the line has to wait because you haven't filled out your forms ahead of time. The subcontinent. Time can seem pretty cheap here. Everything else may be late, but as a visitor, your punctuality is expected. Patience is key. As with much of Asia, if you try to rush things, you'll risk offending your hosts. They're in control. They must not be seen to lose face through your impatience. But the ironic thing is, when you need something in a hurry, it can happen. Like a new suit. A guy I know was visiting India and he'd heard of the amazing speed and skill of the Mumbai tailors. His beautiful silk suit had received a gaping burn hole and he had to be at a reception the following afternoon. So he went to the local tailor and asked for an exact copy. The following morning he went back for it and sure enough it was ready for him, exactly as he ordered it. Right down to the burn hole. So just because a culture doesn't measure itself in seconds doesn't mean they're inefficient. The next time you're in Switzerland, see how long it takes you to get a new suit made. Unless, of course, you can find an Indian tailor.